Hello everyone, I'm Amari and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I've gotten a great few hints about where the lorrymen were. I must have really misunderstood the three lorrymen because I just picked the three closest, but there's like another one. Anyways, I've also got really great pointers about remembering to change my gear and all this stuff, so thank you guys. Like, you guys are tagging spoilers properly by putting them in nice little sections, so thank you. Anyways, we're gonna pick up off here, even if I know what I want to do next. Like, I have to go back to this first area, I guess, the Martinez waterfront. I do want to explore this first because, you know, it's a whole new area, so we're gonna do that first because there's a lot to see here. Look at the swing is missing. No one's been here for a long
Rust
time.
peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard?
The lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of gray swallows takes off in the distance.
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a block obscure?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
So this part of the coast is a block obscure.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they left something useful behind.
Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock shuffle.
He gives you a weary smile.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
I feel like him
We should
starting to
move.
like me.
I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Oh, this is the edge of the map. Oh, okay, there's a fence here. There's money. The wind is corralled by the 4-story buildings around this yard. Corralled as in, it's like whipping around here, or we're protected by it? Glory says the graffito to the ghosts of us. Well, at least I'm getting money. In case I'm never gonna pay the bartender again. I'm keeping my money from this point on. Oh, and when I was left there, music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Music collection? I am gonna do karaoke tonight. Ah! Oh, I have a thought. I have a thought. Birds in the birch tree, barely audible coos from above. I found out why I couldn't drink my alcohol. Thank you. You knew who you are. I have to remove this. And then I can drink. And then I can... Drinking gives me this, right? So then I can increase my shivers. Maybe it has to be in my other hand. Maybe I'm left-handed. Okay, I still don't know how to drink. Said I had to remove, well, it was more like a, I think you might have to remove the tear bag. No? Someone please help. I'm just trying to have a drink. I'm trying really hard to have a drink. Oh. There. Oh gosh, that was like a really small area to click right there. Did you... I could also go... Let's get some more conceptualization, because I actually like what the conceptualization talks about. Encyclopedia can like shut up, to be honest. It's too much. I'll do conceptualization. And then maybe perception? I don't know if I'm doing this right, but it's fun. Yeah, maybe perception. I don't know what kind of person. I'm a guy that sees the art and then gets the shivers and could see. I guess I'm like a observant. I don't know. I don't know who I'm building here. I'll have to go back to Joyce at some point. Okay. And then let's see. So I'm nicely sauced. That was weird, like the area to click was like somewhere down here. I don't know. Yeah, you can see the mouse. It was really bizarre. Let's see, what else could I wear? Let's wear this t-shirt. No, screw the encyclopedia. Modes of taxation, esprit du corps. What's the other one? Oh no, I'm wearing this one for my shivers. Gloves am I wearing? Half light. Oh. I don't know how I'm building this. I'm just doing random stuff that I find real fun. Let's give myself composure. Composure while I'm walking around, and if I need some authority, I'll whip these out. No. This replaces my necktie? Inland Empire. Okay, I'm keeping that. Don't ask me how I'm building my detective. It's happening the way it's happening. I'm just picking things that I think are kind of fun in the moment. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work out. Can I go over here? Ooh, I can go up here. There's a house here too. Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Oh, there's people here. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Cinder blocks, charred, a makeshift fire pit with magazines for light. Let's see what this house is here. All these. Oh, I've been in this house. Never mind. Pants. Kingdom of Conscience. That was a thought, right? Yeah. Gosh, I haven't even read up on these. I have a feeling that this will be interesting. Like, magnesium, I've been floating back and forth to this one where it's... I think it'll help with my morale. My morale is not super low anymore. Right? Yeah, I have 2 now, but maybe I could have 3. Which might be useful. I do have 2 skill points. Don't know what this will give me. Let's not jump the gun. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. Allez-vous in? White curtains have been drawn shut, no one looking in.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, it's only when he's gone. That looks like money. Oh, I have to go this way. Okay. Fisherman shacks. A whetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. For sharpening something? Money. Yeah. Gosh, this place is really run down. Construction material, whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Oh no, there's more children here. Children here are terrible. The street sign is illegible below the graffito. Hard to see the details. The colors are warm and welcoming, are cozy though. I want to go inside the house. I'll talk to this old lady first and then the kids. A flower trough. Trough? Where nothing really grows, maybe in spring. I'm gonna loot everything. Okay, let's talk to this lady. Hello. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzerainty.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Okay.
Then how does she know you're here?
If you can't see, then how did you know I was here? Oh, I'm making a racket. Lean forward.
Oh,
There.
welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said. We're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Me? Like me specifically? Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's something bad already happened.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
I don't want to scare her. I am an ill omen, all right. Okay,
You're
let's scare
not.
her.
No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Free? Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. Free? Free? How much?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
I don't have to sleep in the boat? Okay. I'll take it. Get keys to your new home.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the place.
A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He looks around and adds here in the shack. What if... Wait, he's not going to stay with me? What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Do I tell her that? This place is pornographically poor.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
I like her perspective. Her perspective on her situation. They're rich in
It's
poor.
a cold, cynical smile.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
It's okay. I'm lost too.
Oh. It seems to be a common theme these days.
Yeah. I think I'm in the process of finding myself again. I know my name now.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Well, that suits
Under
me.
carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
I've been finding it. There's got to be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
The pox, what's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Okay, long gone. I was like, I don't want to explore an abandoned hospital. That's like a horror movie. Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they're away right now.
Oh,
And
where'd they
then
go?
there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Okay, who? What? Drunks.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
All right.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the Dolorian Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Abandoned hospital, abandoned church. These are horror movies to me. Why is this abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place.
It's
It
abandoned
used
too?
to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who'd want to come to a fish market here?
No one. That's why it's closed.
Makes sense.
It was once a bustling place, back when I was young. And so was everyone else.
This place is so depressing. She should
Now,
move.
what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
That's it? There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want
Maybe.
a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods
She's
and
not
ammo
sure about
across
anything.
the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harriet Dubois. Harrier.
Quite a handle you got there.
Yeah, I know it's
So
impressive.
many titles. One of them, double.
Now that I know who I am, throw it in everyone's face. Goodbye, I'm off. Which one's our house? This one? I think it's this one. Or this one. You can't see into the building from this angle.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint
It is
has
this one.
started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night.
Why?
We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a
Why?
satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
He doesn't want to stay with me? Oh, yeah. Look at my new digs. Logic, a Koroyev jacket. You see the waves, the sea, a church. Old science fiction magazine, books about bird watching, an almanac from 39. Floorboards creak under your step. It's like a 20-year-old almanac. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Kind of creepy. Die? Oh. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. Yeah.
Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek of seagulls. Far below the birds, a wooden boardwalk filled with abandoned stands, tables and benches, echoes from a long-lost time. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heater hum on the wall.
Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
This is so creepy. It's like I'm reaching out to the universe and it's talking to me.
Look under the floorboards.
Oh, it's so creepy. Okay, I will. Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice. How do I look under the floorboards? What's this?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Wait a second. Is it really gonna shave off my cool mutton chops? I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I could try it.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face.
Okay, I have another mirror here.
The bed is comforting.
Not time to rest yet. Okay. Let's see what I look like, though. I'm saving.
On the table, you see a
so I
bowl of
can
water,
undo
a
this.
rough soap, and next to it, a small
Hand-eye
mirror.
coordination.
A straight
Time
razor
to shave
soaks inside the wash
get
basin.
these mutton chops off. It hurt my morale?
Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
This isn't sharp enough. Scrape harder.
Stop, for crying out loud. You're
I
gonna cut your own
need to
throat.
shave the chops.
Your hand refuses to move another millimeter.
Oh, that's...
A small trickle of blood runs down your cheek.
Ah. I'm gonna reload that. That was a waste. Alright, let's try it again.
On the table, you see a bowl of water. Like an
There we
artist
go.
with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Oh no, I don't like this. Look at my portrait. I do not like it. Feel your clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
Was shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional.
I don't like how I look though. Wait, let's see what Kim thinks. And I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it. Inside you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Wait, Kim, what do you think about my face?
Yes?
So, point to your face. I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
What is it? You can tell me, Kim.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops
I
might
agree.
have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the...
He stops.
Either way, good on you.
Okay. I'm not a fan of not having the mutton chops. I'm gonna reload this. This is... Look at this face. It looks so... Oh, where is it? Here. Oh, it looks so boring. No. Not working for me. We're keeping the mutton chops. I'm not getting rid of them ever. Let's explore a little bit more, and then I can do karaoke tonight. I can send Kim... Plan is I can send Kim off to do his little autopsy delivery. I can talk to the other lorrymen. But first, these
The
children.
scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Hey, where's your mom?
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
And I'm terrible. No, like Kuno even. It's impossible to be good with kids. They're too stupid.
You're right there. Let's see if we can find some police work, shall we? We're
Alright,
not
bye,
getting anything here.
Bye, kids. Take care. Could I take the rock? Nope, I can't. Let's go inside here. To another child, it feels safe and warm in here, not like outside. What's that? Is that a skua? Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. This is a skua, isn't it? I can just take it? Ruffed grouse taxidermy.
Hello, mister.
A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She's looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Where are your parents?
My mom's outside, and I don't really know about my dad.
She gives you a bright smile, like it's a good thing. Are the twins outside your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
I like her laughter. They look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical.
What's this? Show her the stuffed bird you took from the ceiling.
It's a grouse.
She yelps, smiling broadly.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you make up for the skua you broke.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Yes, but what is it for?
I don't know.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Awesome. What's that thing you're holding? Point at her toy.
It's Lammy. He's my friend.
Yummy.
Sort of.
She holds up the
Like-
fuzzy beast. She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Lampy looks like he's falling apart.
Yes. Lammy has lived a long life. Lammy was a
Revolutionary?
Yes! Lammy was a revolutionary.
She's trying so hard, little Lily. Okay, goodbye, little Lily. Thank you. Bye. What a cute child. I was okay. See, I was good with this child. It's just Kuno. Kuno is difficult. Yes. I see money on the floor. Talk to this guy. Don't call Abigail is his name, grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
I'll call whoever I want. Don't tell me what to do.
Abigail! Don't call her!
He waves a finger in your general direction.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Why shouldn't I call Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Lean in.
Don't call Abigail!
Okay.
Don't call Abigail!
Tell me about your friends. Point to the others.
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me! Abigail!
Who are you? What's her name?
Don't call Abigail!
Oh my god. This guy. Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand you answer my question.
There's no use in yelling at drunks.
I don't know. I
He's
can keep
barely
it together.
holding it together.
I lose my memory, but I'm pretty sure I get a lot done.
The drunk man starts coughing a really disgusting, hacking cough.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk away. He's gross.
Oh,
Yes,
my
yes,
God.
yes. He whimpers softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness. This poor guy, who's Abigail?
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a two-piece Lycra TM tracksuit puts down his Pilsner and extends his hand in greeting. Idiot doom spiral.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Do I know him? Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang.
He knows me, doesn't he?
Good. These people know your true name.
Yeah.
Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
My name is Tequila Sunset. I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
I used to shape reality into my image, long time ago. Those days are over now.
He looks at his shit-stained Lycra TM jacket with a grim expression.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
Yeah, I have a feeling this guy and we've had like very deep talk, like deep cut talks at some point. What is a Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No, you sure don't.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Mhm.
You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be. You look like you want to hear the tale.
Tequila. Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Go ahead. I want to know.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
did we meet on Friday?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
Okay, I'm here for the ride. He takes another sip, then continues.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
Yeah, that happened.
It is. Does that sound like something you'd do?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Wait, what happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Oh yeah, I'm sauced right now.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic.
3 men are standing on a wooden platform extending out from the shore of a dilapidated fishing village. Their cheeks red, spirits high, beers in hand, eyes glazed over.
That was such a
What
show.
we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
Every word I said was true. Tequila sunset will break the looms of reality.
Yeah, looms. Why not? Then you jammed the pedal and plowed right off the jetty and through the ice.
That's so dumb.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit. Like some kind of sea monster.
Or a prophet.
When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Tequila sunset, huh? Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women.
It's not hours. That was Friday till Sunday? Oh no, oh no.
How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
I'm such an interesting
Yeah.
person.
I bet tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I say anything about the... Yeah, well, I'll just go through all of these as I can. Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Okay.
Please, don't open that door.
Okay. I'm good.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Okay, Rosemary, chill out.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
You don't say. Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge?
Oh.
You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Yeah, you saw that. Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
Oh my god, I did. I told one of them they were cramping my style.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
This guy knows me so well. I am a star. Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
Oh no, I have Kim with me.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Did we talk about, politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
He takes a long sip of beer. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept calling yourself a goddamn superstar who'd cleared 501 cases.
I'm a goddamn superstar.
As you've already determined, the actual number is 216. But what's a little embellishment between friends?
No thanks to the squares at the precinct, as you put it.
Alright, I don't need to hear anymore.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Okay.
Please don't
This
call.
poor Abigail guy.
Don't call.
Oh my gosh, he's like traumatized. Begs the man in the pipe.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller.
You're so good at it.
Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yes. Want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Yeah. Help out with what?
You might get scammed here.
I have a feeling that this is going to cost me a lot.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package.
Why? What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
Oh crap, I can't remember which one has less alcohol in it right now. Probably the Potent Pilsner? Here, I've got Potent Pilsner, give it.
Not much, but it will do.
He grabs the bottle from your hand and uncorks it immediately.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
One of the other bums interjects.
Don't call Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high-concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high-concept stuff.
High concept stuff, oh my god.
I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
He says thoughtfully, brushing dust off his shit-stained pants.
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are clouded. His dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
Nah, drunk eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
Okay, go on.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would have landed on my feet. I've got feline reflexes.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do, Sabofersh.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
You gotta be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay, so what happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation.
Okay, the ending of the story better be good.
People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them,
What?
especially since I was known to be one of the best.
He pauses meaningfully.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
Couldn't he just get, like, I don't know, a locksmith to open his apartment? What? Why did he give up so easily?
Now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
Is that it? I feel like there are some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Like calling a locksmith?
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Or that?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me, so they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
I literally can't believe it. It just sounds bizarre.
Me neither, Tequila. When I lost my keys, I lost
He's
more
lying.
than access to my apartment. I also lost my leverage over humanity. I wasn't a high-concept creative director anymore. I was just some homeless asshole with a premium Sansarique Lycra tracksuit. You can't imagine what that does to a man's confidence. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
This guy's lying. There's no way. No way that his life spiraled out of control because he went jogging and left the keys to his apartment at home. Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece Lycra tracksuit?
Lycra.
I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
A lost jacket? Sounds like a mystery you could look into.
Oh, what's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
Okay, sure. Where'd you lose it?
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market.
It's a lot of places.
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it.
What's the name of your agency?
My agency. Man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was
What?
combining
No, you're
high art
shitting me now. You're
with
like
the lowest forms of marketing.
making this up.
The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
He looks towards the bay.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Art Cop? If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Man mixing high and low, commodifying culture, that is extremely my shit.
I know. It was fucking awesome. Too bad I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away.
All because of that jog. This guy is shitting me. He's like a crazy drunk with a Delulu pass. What's up with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before?
Nope.
Go on. Feel that primo material.
The man extends his arm. That shit.
Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
He takes another sip. What?
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it.
Ew.
Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
Oh no, you're
That's
lucky.
because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime.
You could wash your tracksuit. What about the other drunks?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, Tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I would like to buy some
I
speed.
thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
Let me ask you something else.
I'm all ears, Tequila.
Have you got any more stories?
I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
I don't have any on me right now.
Cottonmouth is keeping my tongue imprisoned.
Be seeing
You
you.
too, Tequila Sunset.
What did I get? Oh no, it was just telling me I probably lost the alcohol. At some point, I need to go back to the convenience store and buy more morale and health stuff.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Quite the business venture you've set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck. And I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise. Sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I've got everyone on my hook.
He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Impressive entrepreneurship. Point to his vice stand. I approve.
Mm-hmm. Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? Let's keep it moving.
Amphetamine?
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed.
I thought by speed you meant amphetamine.
Aye, that's what I said.
Right, got it.
Good, good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
No one can buy spirits for 300 real. That's crazy.
You know what's crazy, actually?
He grins, then bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you intently.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
What do you mean, what? What did you think was crazy earlier?
This guy.
Okay, where did you get this bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That's a good tip. I should remember it.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help.
Oh.
Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Okay, how?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things.
He gets an excited gleam in his eyes.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
Can I smell it first?
Yeah. Be careful.
It's not formaldehyde?
It's extremely flammable. One spark and the entire city of Revachol is wiped off the map.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain, but at the same time you don't remember the last time you felt so alive.
So it's alcohol? Oh, it's a failure.
In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde amnesia.
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not?
I think it'll prove useful, yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it. That's a
Got
much
it.
more reasonable price right there.
Yeah, 300.
Makes sense
That's
now.
nuts. I want to know. I'm gonna buy it.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Okay, and I need to buy some speed for Kuno. Can't believe I'm buying drugs for a child. Okay, sell me some
Here you
speed.
go, friend.
He hands you a tiny bottle with a straw. The powder looks clotted and quite moldy.
That is unhygienic and dangerous, and it does not endear you to me. Just wanted to make that clear, okay?
Oh shit, I shouldn't have bought it in front of Kim.
Unhygienic. This stuff is very hygienic. Anything else?
I'm off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
He waves you off. Damn, I shouldn't have bought that in front of Kim. I'm sorry, Kim, but you know, it's for... Where is the blue bottle? I can't even use it. The liquid has an unearthly blue tint, the kind that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. This is 98.7 pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame. Oh, I can't even drink it. Well, I guess that would probably kill me if I drank it. We're making our way to the church, I think. A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. Ooh. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream, a broken pipe. I have no idea where we are now. Oh, there's people up there. Where am I going? I'm looking for stuff to loot. That's what I'm doing. Money. No boat in the boathouse today. This section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. Yes. Oversized superstar sunglasses! Where are they? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. I'm just getting all the stuff to loot because I just spent so much money on drugs and alcohol. Ancient paint is peeling off the roof in the shaded bench covered in rust. Oh, there's a gate here. Sign says Entrée interdite? An old ticket taker booth no longer in operation. People paid money to park here, no one would pay now. This is a parking lot? Oh, this is the edge of the map. Money! Tear! Money. What is this spot right here?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Oh yeah, you can see that. Bullet holes here. Oh, that looks like a firing line. Heroic. Why is this? Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs.
Yeah.
Meaning this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Say nothing, just nod.
The lieutenant also nods. It is quite a scene. The two of you standing next to the broken wall of an abandoned building, nodding along.
Nod even more.
The lieutenant is nodding so hard it looks like his head is about to snap off his neck.
Stop nodding.
The lieutenant matches your nodding pace. He's a true professional at this.
Keep nodding, goddammit, stay the course.
A small bead of sweat runs down the side of the lieutenant's face as he maintains his nodding.
Just one more nod.
As the lieutenant takes out her handkerchief and softly taps the sweat off his temple, a faint crack echoes through the coast.
Oh no! Did I snap my neck?
Couldn't withstand all this effort. It's too much.
Oh shit, fuck hell.
Busted the neck, did you? Glad I stopped when I did. My neck was really starting to hurt. Don't worry, it'll mend. Now, we should get going.
Oh, why this many bullet holes?
Unable to piece together the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
Fine, okay.
The scattering of bullet holes looks like one giant smiling mouth.
It's definitely a firing line of some, like, probably to execute people. Maybe. Walk away. I'm like, probably, definitely. Probably, definitely. Man, I didn't know I could nod that hard. snap my neck in half. The door is not only barred shut, it's inaccessible. What's this? Fallon people? People? The hell is that? It's a hat. 2 logic, minus perception. Yeah, action speed. Oh. Nothing else around here? No? Okay. We go back. Could I go this way? Gimme. Go here. Go here. Oh, I can't go this way. Okay. There was this building over here. There's people. Oh, is this the husband? Tiny cage is carefully constructed. This is the husband, isn't it?
Here we go.
It
nice
is.
and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass. Not like walking over a nice water lock.
Oh, the water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it with the whole story.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
Why are you so interested in the stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
Typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defenses, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
He shakes his head. What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
What sorts of specialized techniques is the phasmid using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
A ghost insect, he said? These people are looking for a ghost.
Ghost insects, so you're ghost hunters?
No, that is precisely what we're not. We are zoological specialists, looking for an extant species of phasmid.
Alright, how big is this phasmid? I wonder if I could find
it to be
it.
quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
He leaves the conclusion up to you. So what? Have you discovered What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
Kim's getting into it.
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena says there has been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically.
Where are these teenagers, though?
It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
What?
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
This arouses no special feelings in me.
And it shouldn't. Nature does not concern herself with ethical propositions. As a scientist, my interest is strictly dispassionate.
Hey, tell me about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
How do the traps work?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out.
So it's like a fish trap.
At least, that's the intention.
Or like any other trap.
The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using for bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Where are they getting these?
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
Where is he getting these, like, hypotheses from? He's just making it up in his head.
Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Yeah, a carnivorous stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
Oh, come on.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Okay, so Lena designed the traps.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he says with some pride. That's so sweet. Let me ask about something else.
What?
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south where Lena would be.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on.
Lena.
She wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
She's seen it?
Really? She sighted the phasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
She didn't say that. She was talking about, like, teenagers.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together.
Okay, I think he's dying.
Can't abandon course now.
Maybe you could go back to the whirling, warm up, come back to check the traps later.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
I could go for some trap setting.
What if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
He looks at you with obvious surprise. Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar. Or actually, chaos is my method. I am its scion.
Well,
that's more me.
Be that as it may, I'd really appreciate the help.
Where are the traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there. On your way to the old radio tower, after the church.
I'm gonna forget all of this.
The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them...
He gestures to the trap in front of him.
You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this?
The pursuit of
extracurricular
knowledge is its own justification.
Is it?
Yes. What do I do if there is a phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
What if I encounter the phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Oh no.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay it on me. Thick. Present your armpit. Don't know why I do these things. He douses you with an odd-smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit, and then gives you a satisfied nod.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
He looks at the lieutenant with disdain, then puts the spray back in his pocket. I'm ready, let's get to it.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
Yeah.
What about his eager-to-leave friend Gary there? Talk to him too, perhaps.
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
Oh, where's the part about him meeting Lena doing this? So you're living your childhood dream out here.
It's not child's play. Just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
His eyes narrow. Why not just become a zoologist? No, have you ever discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
So how many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082
4,000?
items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes.
Okay, but how many have actually been found?
2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
So only 2 have been proven to be real.
Yes. The Chateau Quan forest pygmy who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
I have so much hope for this happening. Not approvingly, then the Insulindian phasmid will be the third.
Indeed.
I really hope it's real.
If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
The hair on your arms stand up. Electricity. Sounds like reeds hissing.
Oh, it's out
He
there.
has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
All right, thanks for explaining that. Now about something else. Let's talk about specific cryptids.
All right. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with special...
Oh wait, I can talk about this later,
He wants
right?
to say, but decides against it. Since you've offered to help, you need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
Oh. Okay, we'll talk about this later. Enough tales, let's change the subject.
By all means.
So you can get to a warm place. This camp. These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. They still won't light up.
Hello, I'm Gary.
Hello.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about after a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates? This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
Oh wait, I have to assert some authority. I am neither of those things, I can assure you. I'm by the books, clean as a whistle, officer of the law. I'm not even tempted to touch intoxicants. Oh, I'm no longer drunk. Okay, cool.
I've been tempted on occasion. But someone has to stay strong for Revachol.
Revachol, right? His gaze shifts to the pile of soggy logs at his feet.
He pronounces Revachol with
Yeah.
a hard K, unlike other people.
You said Revachol?
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine way.
He nods solemnly.
He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd.
It is odd.
It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Is this your mug? Hold out the yellow man mug.
My mug? Why would you think that?
His eyes widen at the sight of the mug. He's seen it before, all right.
It seemed as if you were calling to it longingly when you cried, Yellow Man.
Oh, no, that's not... Why would I be calling to a broken mug?
Just admit it, man. You put the mug in the trash behind the trash container behind the whirling.
Maybe. Okay. Yes, I did. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you?
Ooh, I'm gonna find him. Oh, no, wait. Want information. Want information. He was there, obviously. I could get money from him, but more importantly, I can get information. If I try to get money from him, he might not give me information. Gary, I just want information.
Ooh, thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Yeah, what did you do?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions.
How do you get into
Helping out the law.
How do you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the Whirling in rags, into the trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Okay, then what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags, because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
He changes his mind mid-sentence. Oh no, you go.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
The lieutenant remarks drolly.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
Sure.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor.
Oh.
You've heard this sound before, but where?
What's that strange sound?
What sound?
The clinking I just heard when you moved.
Really?
He fans his arms out slowly, and this time his motions are soundless.
There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. Tambourines and condom wrappers, plastic and glass bottles. The smell of decay. The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned.
Uh-huh. You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
Let's move on for now.
I hope I could help your investigation in my small way.
Do you know anything about the man? Do you know anything about the man behind the Whirling in rags?
I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the mug, but I have nothing to do with that.
He shifts uncomfortably in his clothes.
He's not feeling too comfortable in his own skin. Odd, I'd say.
I'd say
Uncomfortable
too.
shifting around doesn't make him the killer, though. It's something else.
Are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
I'm into cryptids. Do you have a favorite one?
Oh, yes. The burning rhino. Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care, because I won't be the one looking for him out in Safra Serai.
What's a burning rhino?
A rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day, but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do.
Why only the males?
The flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behavior.
How so?
During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate loudly. Local peasants call it the passion ring. They fear the rhinos, as perhaps they should. Anyway.
The lieutenant sighs without looking up from his notes.
How do they burn?
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire.
But how is this combustible fluid lit?
How does the lighting of this fluid actually work?
The rhino starts running very fast to build heat, then stops, raises its head, and sparks fly from its neck, setting its back ablaze.
That seems unlikely.
Yeah, well, Revacol used to be a flaming rhino once, a long time ago.
Okay.
That seems unlikely too, doesn't it?
Super solid argument, Gary. Can't argue with that.
This guy's weird. You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one?
Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
Yes, our lucky racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Do you have a problem with Sealites?
No, no problem at all.
He flashes an impenetrable smile at the lieutenant. Sure. I need more composure. Do I have anything to give me more composure? Composure, I'm looking for you. Well, I have a new skill point. I could just give myself more composure. Do you ever wish Hamdell was a real place?
Always
Every day.
a pleasure to see an officer. Officer.
72%. Let's go.
That shirt looks
Yes.
very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
Oh, something worn underneath?
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other.
He is wearing
resembling
it.
pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once.
He unbuttons the shirt.
I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates covers his gaunt torso.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth.
Gary, what's going on?
Gary, what'd you
Later,
do?
Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
Can I find him
No.
now?
You've got explaining to do.
I want to ask all of these. Why did you really put the clothes in the trash? No, give me that
He
armor.
sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat.
Ew.
But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Okay, why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
He looks at his feet.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have...
Come on, it's a crime scene, man.
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
He shakes his head.
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly.
So, why'd you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But...
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later.
He doesn't muster up the strength to yell. Do you know who killed the hanged man?
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more.
He shakes his head.
This is all he knows.
Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely.
Sure?
I will never do anything like this again.
Alright. He looks around, relieved of some burden, his mouth still quivering. Thank you for your cooperation. No way. Pain threshold. Oh yeah. But then I lose my shivers. But that's okay. Where do I see like all of my stats? Oh, here on this side. Shivers. Oh, they're all +1. Shivers +2. Okay. I'll only put this on when I need it. What's this? These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes crumbling. Is this south? Is down here south? Because I want to see at least like one of the traps. A buoy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. I can't go here? No? It said south. Oh, here, this. This trap.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building loom over the reeds. They whisper amongst themselves, confidentially. Snowflakes cling to their shivering stems. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
Damn, I was hoping it would be the first one.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was. Now, where are the rest of them? Does my journal tell me? Inspect oh yeah, here. Okay, so at least. Could I check on this one? Is he still here? He left. Okay, I'm gonna check on this one.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But
look around.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
Let's keep going. The next one is the lucky one.
Yep. The next one has a crab trapped in it. These are just crab traps, you do realize.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, not fish, crab traps. They are. Alright. Alright, there's this... Is this building here that I want to check out? Oh, there's something here. It's almost impossible to get a fire going near the ocean. There's nothing else around here? Yeah, this is like a dead end over here. Alright, so we will go to this building next time. So we've done a lot. Like, I have to go back to... We have a few things. I have to sing my karaoke. I have to go back to Lena. Go back to the other lorryman and send Kim off with the autopsy, or with the body to do an autopsy. So that's a lot to do for next time. So, until then, and we'll go up here as well. Until then, take care, everyone.